Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and we have a very special Madden 21 tip video for you guys today. I'm going to break down the most explosive passing offense in all the game, all of Madden 21. So recently, guys, I've started running trips on offense, trips tied in. Now, you can run what I'm about to show you from many different playbooks. Two of the more popular ones probably would be the Patriots and the Bills. I actually run the Bills for a few different reasons, but you can use the Patriots too. And what I'm about to show you guys is literally an unguardable passing concept that just destroys any defense out there. And this is going to break down a must-have route in your offense that's very underrated, and also just a very good route combo that not too many people use. You can apply this to other formations too, but I think the spacing is better from trips tight end. I've been running trips tight end just because, I kind of got bored with bunch tight end, and trips tight end is definitely a very, very good offense. I think it's the most explosive passing offense, the best passing offense, honestly, in the game. Now, if you guys want to check out my full scheme for this trips tight end and Buffalo playbook, which, like I said, you can run it from the Patriots and some other books as well, check out sportsgamers.com. I just put it out for sale. I'll put the link in the description and in the comments for you guys that want to check it out. Sportsgamers.com, like I said, is for sale. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the play I'm going to break this down from is verticals, but you could do this from other plays as well. We're going to start off with your typical zone drop defense that a lot of people use from the Mike Blitz 3 or even from the big nickel over G. So let's go ahead and get into that first, and we'll kind of just get into some other random defenses from there. But yeah, it's going to be the Mike Blitz 3. So guys, you're always going to want to make sure that your trip side of the formation is on the wide side of the field, and the tight end / running back side is on the short side. So here, since we're lined up on the right hash, that means the left side of the screen is the wide side, therefore that's where our trips go. Right side of the screen is the short side, that's where our running back and tight end go. Before I break down the setup, guys, if you're enjoying my content on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a like on this video. 300 likes on this video will give you another fire offensive tip. So, one of the key routes I want to look at attacking this style of defense with zone drops, and just really any defense in general, is a short corner route to the tight end. So the defense is going to look something like this, guys. We all know what it is. It's going to be a 2 or 3 man rush with the purples playing at 5 to take away the quick flat, the clouds playing at 25 or 30 to take away the deep sideline. This is very common, very annoying to beat if you don't know what you're doing. Now, why I set to play verticals is because if you don't have any abilities, it already has a short corner route built into it. So verticals can work just fine. However, if you did have a tight end, a hot route master or a route, a route, just a tight end that can get the extra hot routes, or a hot route master quarterback, you could do this from any play because the tight end corner route hot route works. But if you don't have all that, you can just use this play vertical stock and it works fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the running back on a wheel route. What's that's going to do is it's going to drop the flat defender, and it's going to allow the tight end to work his route. Next thing I'm going to do is curl the inside receiver, hitch the slot receiver, and put the outside receiver on an out route. So I kind of have a route combo on both sides of the field. On the tight end side, I have a wheel corner, and on the receiver side, I have a curl, hitch, out. This is going to do a super good job of attacking any coverage you can possibly think of, and let's just get into it now. So, like I said, this is starting with the cover 3 zone drop that everybody uses. So I want you guys to notice how this tight end is just going to literally just get open so easily. You don't need any abilities on him. He's just going to be open. Now, I would recommend if you do play Mutt, the abilities I use for my tight end are short and elite, and you definitely need Gunslinger on your quarterback if you play Mutt. But all that's going to basically happen here is because that they have the cloud flats dropping back at 25 or 30, and that's because against these types of formations, you have to protect the deep sideline from routes like crossers. This guy's going to get underneath it every single time, but yet this flat zone won't be deep enough because he has to contend with the running back out of the backfield. So what's going to happen here is just a simple throw and catch right on the sideline in between all these zones, and this is going to be an every time thing. You're not going to be able to stop this. It's just literally going to be that easy. They're not going to be able to defend that. And you can see I'm going to do it one more time for you. This time I'm actually going to just do the actual hot routed corner route just so you guys can see that the hot routed corner route will work the exact same way. We're going to play on the middle of the field with our user, obviously. It's going to look something like this. So this time we're going to just hot route the tight end to a corner route. Like I said, this will show you that you can use the stock or the hot routed one, and it'll work just the same way. You guys can see here, easy dot on the sideline. That's super easy, very consistent throw. Now, obviously this side of the field is going to take some attention, right? You can't just let us do that every single play. So the problem is, like, let's say that they just go over here and see that, we're just going to go guard the tight end because he keeps getting open. At that point, now you have other problems on this play too. So let's look at the left side of the field now. Notice how there's literally every one of those receivers on the left was open at a different point in the play. So first off, when you're running this, if they do not have this slot corner or this outside corner basically immediately in a hard flat or like a 5-yard flat, we can throw this every single time. Because this guy, he's too deep. And then this linebacker, he just can't get there in time. Like if we were just to throw the snap, throw it, this linebacker's not going to be able to get there in time. So this guy's open right away. So that forces different coverage right off the bat. The only way you can stop this, like I said, is to either have this corner or this corner in like a hard flat or this guy manned up, pressed. All those things is something that the defense does not want to do against this formation. So that right there, that's a free 5 to 10 yards every play unless they do that. Next, now you have, because first of all, not only does this guy get open, but he draws the flats to the sideline. So it spreads out the field, forces them to defend horizontally. Because we're forcing that, now this hitch curl concept in the middle field, it's wide open. As you guys can see here, both of these guys are wide open, but like let's say that the user just ignored the corner out. He could only defend one of these two. So he has to pick who he guards, and then we're going to just hit the other one. So let's say that they do a similar style defense. This time we're just going to rush 2. Alright, look. We're literally rushing 2, basically the same thing. We're not even going to guard the corner out this time. We're just going to let our user or the middle linebacker just do whatever he chooses, basically. So here's the same setup as before, and let's just see what comes open. As you see here, they take away the curl, therefore we hit the hitch. Now, if they were to take away the hitch, we would hit the curl, vice versa. Now, you might be wondering, you might be saying to yourself, Duke, what if instead of guarding the flats over there on the left, they just had an extra hook zone? So, at that point, it'd be a little different. But you guys can see here, they are taking this guy away, so we hit the hitch. Alright, so, that is an adjustment maybe they make. So, let's say that they throw an extra hook zone out and try to defend our play a little bit differently. Something like this, right? So now it's like they don't really have the hard flat covered over there. They just have the, the deeper sideline. In that case, they might be able to take away your curl and your hitch, but you're just going to have that quick throw over here every single time. So that's why this is that effective. Now, obviously there's other types of zones you could play. That's just the most common. Someone might try to play a cover 2 on you, right? Man, let's just take zone drops off for a second to show you guys how it could work if these zone drops are set back to default. Now, before I do that, I do want to show you zone drops off from cover 3 and if they try to blitz you. Because trust me, you might think, well, what if they just blitz you with their zone drops off? And that is a strategy that some people will use. However, the reads on this play are so fast, that's never going to work. So, like, if I see that, all I have to do is just dump it down in the flats, and that's free yards. You guys can see right there, those seam flats, the matching cover 3 purple type zones, they're not going to take the flat away, and it's going to be on the user. But I have flats on both sides with the out and the wheel. So, this guy is taking away reasonably well. I probably want to throw that. So at this point, the wheel route is my read. Now, if somehow the user jumps out there to try to take that away, then the middle field is my read because, as you guys can see here, I have the hitch and the curl that are going to be open before any pressure is able to get to me. Like, I could definitely throw the wheel route. I could throw the hitch. If this guy guarded the hitch or the curl, I could throw the out. I could throw the curl too, just be a timing throw. So, all these reads, and like I said, maybe if they were to shade down, take away the flat with hard flats, then I could just throw the corner out too. So all that stuff is going to be very easy to hit. Now moving on. Let's say that they're in Tampa 2. Tampa 2, like I said, most people don't play a base cover 2 style zone. Most of it's going to be either a match or a cover, like I just showed you, or just cover 3 zone drop. But, if someone did play a cover 2, the same concept will work very well. Now, I have my zone drops off here, so that's going to take away the corner pretty well. But what that's going to do is it's just going to open up the wheel route. You obviously want a little bit of a good receiving running back if at all possible, so we can get some more yards there, because that was like really bad yards after the catch. But you are going to be able to get pretty good 5 to 10 yards off this wheel route to the running back. Now, if you have hot route master or running back, extra hot routes, you can put him on an actual table flat route, and not the wheel. That time I got a much better animation and was able to actually get more than 10 yards, a very good gain. So we'll take that every time. So what that's going to force them to do is, even if they are in cover 2, it's going to be a situation where they have to play a hard flat over here with the cloud flat to take both of them away. And okay, if they do that, that is completely fine, because we can move over to our other reads on the other side of the field here. So you guys can see here, easy. They're not going to be able to stop all of this. There's just no way in the world that they can take away all of our reads. From playing this type of defense, it's just not going to happen. Now, again, obviously there's other things they could do here. Maybe they man the running back up, so he's not going to get open out of the backfield. Maybe they man this guy up. Maybe they play, there's just many different adjustments that the defense could possibly do. All right, now if they are to do that, there's always going to be someone open, as you guys can see here. Now, because they're focusing more on defending the flat and then the curl, the hitch pops open. All these reads are so fast that the defense is going to have no chance at all of taking all of this away. Now, you might say to yourself, again, what if they was just to throw in a man blitz at you and you're not expecting it because, they've been playing a lot of zone? Well, honestly, guys, this is not a play I would call if I knew they were just playing man coverage every time, just because, there's better man beaters. But still, this is a good enough play against man coverage to beat man coverage. So the thing that's going to be really effective against man, especially if you have the short and elite, is on your tight end. He's going to get crazy separation on that corner out just like that. I mean, you don't even need to have short and elite. It's just better too. But the tight end's going to get really good separation against man coverage on his short, quick corner. Another thing to look at stat-wise is just high speed and high route running. I always say 90-plus route running for your tight end. Now, let's say that they did take him away. You do see the running back does have decent separation. But honestly, what I would do here is I would lowball either the curl or the hitch against man, because when you lowball hitch or curl against man, those two routes are basically unguardable. So another style of man defense would basically be the shade up and have the, obviously the flat zones dropping onto the sideline and you playing over the middle. Now, like I said, I just clearly said that if I knew they're in man coverage, this is not the play I'd call. But still, it can beat man pretty easily with the corner, the hitch, and the curl, because you're going to have to guard the sideline with the corner, and then that just leaves the middle of the field to hit a low ball to the hitch or the curl, whichever one they don't guard. So you do have 3 legit options against man coverage. So while it's not the best for man coverage, it will definitely beat man coverage. The only reason why I say I want to call it, if they did call man coverage a lot, is because there's plays out of this formation that can be one-play touchdowns against man coverage so easily. So it's not like it's a bad play call. There's just better ones at your disposal. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This just shed light on a very, very effective way to destroy zone coverage. Like I said, you don't even need any abilities for this, because you can just use the stock corner out from verticals. So this is something, this play, this concept that you can take to any game mode, no matter if you have abilities or not. So hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my Madden 21 Trips offensive guide. It's going to be my last offensive scheme of the year for Madden 21. Once Madden 22 comes out, we'll drop some more. But in the meantime, be sure to check that link. Again, it's in the comments and the description. I'm out.